We have a question from Kyle. I know you're a huge fan of them, and he's referring to loaded carries, and call them game changers. Yeah, the reason I use that word game changer so much is like there's a point where you're doing something and you get a little better, and then all of a sudden you hit a standard or you hit a point where all of a sudden this new thing you've added obviously makes a huge difference. The discus goes farther. In the Highland Games, you improve across every event. You jump higher, going from the straddle to the Fosbury flop and the high jump. These are game changers where what you see going in is different than what you see coming out. My question is this: how much do you think it has contributed to grip strength improvements that can be obtained from weighted carries? Well, obviously, and I think with aging research, it's really clear that grip strength is an indicator. It's probably the best indicator of your age. Not the age that's on your birth certificate or your driver's license, but your actual physical age. So yeah, grip strength, anything that improves grip strength, I think is always important. Also, there's a thing you'll see in some of the biology books I think it's called homunculus man. And it has huge eyes and massive fingers and genitalia and one or two other areas. It represents the amount of nerves that go into those areas, which is why your hands are so important. The things you can do, like type and stuff like that. Your eyes, I mean, really, I guess in a way, your eyes and your fingers almost define being human in 2020. That's a terrible thing to say, but if you get the point I'm trying to make. The only issue I would have with your question, Kyle, is many of the loaded carries that I do and that I emphasize really aren't that grip dominant. True, the farmer walk and the suitcase carry, I mean, those are probably the two most important, but I'm a huge fan of the bear hug carry. If you look at the cover of the book, Never Let Go, I'm bear hug carrying. In fact, this hand is like this because it's still in a cast. The wader walks, the heavy backpacks dragging sleds, that whole juggernaut family. Without the farmer walks, you don't need loaded carries. But yeah, I think that's a big part of it. I guess your question could be even expanded along more, Kyle. Maybe that's why the pull-up is so important. Maybe that's why the deadlift is so important. Maybe that's why the farmer walk is so important. This is actually a pretty good insight. That would be, if you focused on a pull-up, deadlift, farmer walk program for a while, the hit on your grip would be through the roof. Would you make improvements? Maybe so. Going on with this idea, is that perhaps why the squat, the whole family of squats, are so important for mass building, for building muscular size, because they don't involve any grip, and so the whole rest of the body has to step up and accommodate and adapt. Yes, that is a major part of why loaded carries are so good. I also think, though, and don't ignore this, the fact that you're adding to the gait pattern, GAIT, under load and under stress, is something most people have not done in their training for a long time. And it's, with Milo or Milo, the guy who picked up the bowl, the light bowl the first day, and then every day picked it up for a year. He did loaded carries. He didn't do French presses or reverse curls. So yeah, your question's very good, and I got to thank you, Kyle, because that insight about the pull-up, the deadlift, and the farmer walk kind of has my mind spinning ahead a little bit. So thank you.